YouTube is happening. It's Friday, December 5th. We're talking college football now. You see, we have championship weekend going on. So we're conference championship title games are happening. There's 4 games today, 5 games tomorrow. They're all on the screen. You can see them. So we're going to break these down, spreadsheet, see if we can find some value. 9 games. I'm probably going to bet all 9 games because I'm going to be watching all these games today and tomorrow because it's football. I got to watch football. It's almost over. So got to soak in every ounce of it I can before it's gone. So let's go ahead and look at some lines. We're going to jump into the first game. I'll do the Friday ones, and then we'll take a break and do the Saturday ones. Cool? Cool. So, first game is going to be Kennesaw and Jack State. Usually during the week, during the rest of the season, I don't care. It's like, this game's on, cool, whatever. It's a Wednesday game. I don't care. I got things to do. Now I care. So, yeah. So let's look. Currently the line is sitting at Kennesaw at 2.5. Kennesaw, remember how bad they were last year? And also now they're 9-3. Crazy how 1 year could just do this to you. 9-3, 1-2 in a row. Jack State 8-4, 5-0 at home. 5-0 at home. This is a home game for Jack State. So they're not playing anywhere special like some of the conference do. This is an actual home game for Jacksonville State, which makes a difference. But we don't care about those usually. Sometimes we look at our matchups. That's what we care about. We see both teams can score. They're combining for 69.3 nice points per game. Defensively, they're giving up like 60-something points. That's 66 points. So the total's sitting at 60. I already want to take the over. However, let's look at the matchups. 5v97. Kennesaw is going to be able to throw the ball. They're going to be able to toss that tater all day because they're passing the ball extremely well here recently compared to their averages. But they're going to be on the road, so obviously that should probably come down a little bit. So we'll see. So Jack State has issues there. 77v103, not a big difference there. 52v110 and 7v129. That is a massive difference. We know Jack State likes to run the ball. Kennesaw State can't stop the run. Clearly, they're allowing 244 per game in the last 3. Yeah, Jack State can run. Kennesaw can throw. I'm taking the over. I don't know who's going to win this game. All I know is I expect there'll be a lot of points scored in this game. So give me over 60.5 in this one. And let's move to the next game, which is 5. T-Roy, and James Madison. Now, James Madison is in the news because they just hired Billy Napier as their coach, supposedly. I don't know if that's finalized or not, but I saw that was like the news. But you can't trust the news now. Who's going to hire who? Because Penn State's supposed to hire like 7 different dudes by now, and ain't none of them committed. So I don't know. Oh, damn. Okay, hold up. We'll go back to this. You see what I see, right? Okay, we'll come back. The line. JMU is 23.5. Damn. Versus 46.5. That's our total. Damn, that is a big ass number. Oh, the reason it's a big ass number because Troy, what the hell happened to your rushing period? 8v105, 131v2. You're not going to run the ball. Don't even try. You need to throw it. You're not going to do good well there either. So now 23.5 is a big ass spread, but I said I'm picking something in every game. I said it. Every game I'm picking something. So man, it's gonna be 9 plays. I'm not taking Troy's plus 23.5. This game is in Harrisonburg, Virginia. So Troy, you got a road game. Good luck. I think that's where James Madison is. Is James? Let's find out. Is James Madison in Harrisonburg? Let's find out. Yes. Okay. Had to make sure. You never know. I don't know where some of these schools, their campuses are. I don't know the city name or anything. So now I know it's a home game for James Madison. That's even worse. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, I'm leaning James Madison. It's like, their coach is gone. They got Billy Napier coming in. The team, how does the team react to that? Like, what are they going to do? Like, these are 18 to 23-ish year old dudes. Who knows? Let's go over here. Let's go look at team. So, I'm assuming James Madison's going to score some points. So let's look at team props. James Madison. That's not what I want. I want team props. James Madison Duke points. What's your team total? That might be something we're taking. We're getting the 30s already. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, 34.5. So I think 35 points. They're averaging 47. So, come back over here. Look, they're averaging 47 in the last 3, 41 at home, 37 on the season. Only giving up this. I don't want to take the spread. I think I'm going to slide over here and take this nice little over 34.5 for that minus 115. Because that way, 5 scores, 5 touchdowns, we're good. So yeah, give me James Madison. So we're going to go JMU. My team total over 34.5. We're going to go for that for 115. I like that. That's good. Let's go ahead and go back and do the next game. which is going to be North Texas and Tulane. And obviously, teams are just losing coaches left and right. So North Texas 2.5, 66.5. We go to the sheet. My first initial guess was going to be over. It's going to be over. Okay. Um, I mean, they got the number one rush defense in the country, 38 yards per game. Damn, Tulane. That is crazy. That versus that, that versus that. I mean, 53 v 33. Come on, that's an 86. The total sitting at 66 for a championship weekend. How much is the defense going to show up for North Texas running game? Not so much. Um, yeah, I don't know who's going to win this one. This should be a hell of a matchup. But this is one of those ones I can see being 38-35 going into fourth quarter. It's a shootout. I hope it's a shootout anyways, because I'm taking the over 66.5. I've decided I'm taking the over. 66.5 or minus 107. I like that. Let's move on to game number 4, which is going to be last Friday game, which is UNLV and the Boise, the Smurf. Oh, I just realized. This game is in New Orleans, by the way. So, uh, what city? Because I never know. Like I know those. Okay, it's okay. It is now. Is it actually going to be a home game? It should be, right? So, because Tulane's in New Orleans. Okay, I wasn't sure exactly where it was. See, I know the names, I know what state they're in, but the city itself, unless they're like a massive school, I don't know. See, we're learning things together on the fly. So, good luck, North Texas, but give me points. Give me points. That's all I care about. Moving on. UNLV Boise. Let's do that. Smurf Turf. Is it on the Smurf Turf? I know where they are. Pretty easy. Let's see. Boise. Yes, it's in Boise, so it's got to be there. Currently, it's UNLV. This Boise 5.5 with a 59.5. Everything in this was hard. This was hard because everything's good. I'm 10-2 UNLV. Boise 8-4. Boise. Both teams have penalties. What's the clear advantage? You can run on Boise a little bit, so UNLV has some success there. Last few games, Boise's winning by 7. They are winning by 20, basically. So UNLV's playing better right now. They won 4 in a row. I almost want to take UNLV plus. This feels like a field goal game, doesn't it? It feels like a field goal game because this cancels out, that cancels out. The only advantage is UNLV be able to run a little bit on Boise. And then third down percent in the country is third versus 18, 20 v 57. Both should be good on third down, which means conversions, which means more points potentially. But over 59, I'm not going to do that. Could, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take UNLV plus 5.5. So we're going to trust that. UNLV plus 5.5. So that's the Friday games. Let's move over to Saturday. And of course, this is a perfect time to do a challenge question, right? Between the 2 days. So you just saw me break down North Texas and Tulane, right? So the total 66.5. You saw me take the over. What are you going to take though? Are you going to, here's the options. You think it's one of those super low scoring games where it's like, whoa, not even close. 0 to 4. That's a 45-point window for you right there. You want B, which is going to be 46 to 64. Well, it's a little 18-point gap, maybe 65 to 74. Or maybe you think it's going to be one of them shootouts where it's 75 plus. Pick your choice below. Remember, the total is 66.5. So do with that what you will. So that's it. That's the video. All right, Saturday time. We have 5 games. That's all we got. Let me go ahead and pull that back up so I can see where I'm at. First one looks like it's going to be BYU and Texas Tech. See, today we got 1, 2, 3 great games, one game, and then one game. So, one game that could really just shake up the whole playoff system. So let's see. First one, BYU Texas Tech. The winner's going to be in, I believe, so not an issue. Currently, it is Texas Tech by 12.5. 49.5 is our total. We come over here. We change this up to Texas Tech, and we see 1-3, 1-5. So, yep, both 11-1. You see the numbers. You can throw on BYU, which is good for Texas Tech. You can't run on either team based on the stats, obviously. Texas Tech does give you penalties, though. 12.5 feels like a lot, but is it? Is it a lot? That's the question. It's in Arlington. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because this is I had to make sure. I had to check because I never know. I was like, I think it's Lubbock. Yeah, this is a neutral site, so we gotta be sure because it's in Arlington, not Lubbock. So, what do we do here? This is currently 49.5. They're scoring well over that, but the defenses have been disgusting lately. But I don't think they're going to be that good against each other. Now, which one do you think's better? Like 49.5. If I say 49, I feel like it's taking over 49. This is a Big 12 game. I'm a little older, so I'm used to the Big 12 having high scoring games. So not used to 5 points allowed. What the hell is this? I can't trust Texas Tech by 12.5. I don't know if I trust BYU plus 11.5. But then it's 11.5 points, 12.5 points. I mean, that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points when when the only thing it is you can throw on BYU a little bit. That's it. And then the coach came out and said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying. The players might be hyped for that too. So you got to take all that consideration. So give me BYU plus. Give me BYU plus. Um, the players might be hyped for that. Just like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying here. No, no. Which is he? Who knows? We've seen coaches lie all the time. So who knows? Move on. Let's go to the next game. Michigan. Nope, sorry. Western Michigan of Miami of Ohio, which is going to be here. And we currently see it is 1.5 Western Michigan. This is a MAC game. I don't give a damn about a MAC game, but I said I'm taking every game. So 43.5. Let's go look. Let's go look at it. Western Michigan can't throw. 8-4 v 7-5. Somebody's got to win. And the losers are going to be people that have to watch. Kidding. 43.5. That's not good. It's a neutral site. It's in Ford Field. It's in Detroit. So that doesn't help anything. Neither one can throw. Under, I don't know. Like you're scoring this. Like what's plus 1.5? I literally have no clue. Neither team can throw much. Your defense is better versus that. But I guess Western Michigan. Yeah, give me Western Michigan. I literally don't know. So we're gonna go W Mich minus 1.5. I have no damn clue. So if there was a game I was gonna pass on, it would be this one. But I said, sorry, I'm taking every game. So Western Michigan 1.5. Don't okay. I could justify it. Hold on, I could justify it. Miami of Ohio sucks on third down lately. Third down is 29% while they're fifth. They are going to own third down. That versus that, at least have a shot. And then they can't throw with the damn, but they can run. So I don't care how good you run it. I mean, a 283 is a lot of running, so you better be stout. So it's probably a lower scoring game. It's probably going to go under 43, I'm guessing, but 43 is such a low ass score. I can't do that. So yeah, let's do that. I'll move on. We got 3 left. We got Georgia, bam. And we see it is Georgia 2.5, 48.5. So what do we do with this one? Now, questions, people, common sense would tell you Georgia's playing pretty damn good right now. They're 1-8 in a row, 11-1. You see 28-7. They've been playing great. Only problem is there's a little bit of a voodoo going on. Like Alabama going to Auburn is voodoo. You got Jordan Hare. That's a voodoo place. Something's going on between Alabama and Kirby. I don't know if like Kirby signed a deal with Alabama and said, look, I'll leave and take the job at Georgia. But and Saban said something like, well, you can't beat us except unless I give you permission. It might be one of those situations because who knows? It's crazy how the team always beats Georgia, except one time, and that one time was in a title game. So crazy. It's hard to beat the same team twice in a year. Everyone knows that. It's extremely hard to do that. And there's a chance they might play 3 times. Hell, who knows? Based on this alone, Georgia yards-wise, they're not throwing much. They don't have to because they're dominating. So, but the yards-wise, they're not throwing much, but that's good for Bama because Bama's secondary has been nasty in the past 3 games. 8th in the country, 10th in defense. You can't run the ball on either team. Good luck running either running back. So you're going to have to throw. If I put the game in having to throw, I'm going to trust hell, who do I trust in this when they're on the same damn team? Give me Bama 2.5. I'm gonna bump it to 3 though. They're making a field goal game. So give me Alabama plus 3. I'm gonna buy the hook. That way, if it comes down to a field goal, I'm good. But maybe Ty Simpson does what he did last time. Maybe he looks good. They went into Georgia and won. Now we're in Georgia. They're in Georgia again, but this time they're not at Georgia Stadium. They're not Sanford. They're in Atlanta. So but Bama plays in Mercedes-Benz so many damn times. It's like their second home. So give me Bama plus 3. No clue who wins. Not a chance. But if I had to pick, give me plus. Moving on. Game 4, which is going to be Indiana and Ohio State. The battle of the undefeateds. The unbeatens. You can't see it. Maybe where you can see it. Currently, Ohio State, 3.5, 47.5. Spreadsheet wise, we come over here. I've been waiting on this game. I've been waiting. Yes, they're both 12-0. Yes. I think this is the game that shows why Ohio State is the most dominant team in the country. I don't think this game's going to be close. Just going to throw it out there. I think Indiana's had a nice story. You haven't faced a team like Ohio State. You just haven't. And Ohio State, they say, well, you haven't faced a team like Indiana. Like, okay, sure, they faced whatever. I don't care. It is in Indianapolis. This team was built for things like this. Yeah, they lost their co-OC/wide receiver coach. I get it, whatever, because he's in South Florida now. Based on the numbers, I'm taking Ohio State. As soon as when I saw the collision course happening, I was like, oh, I cannot wait to bet Ohio State. Please let it be less than 7. It's 3.5. I'm taking 3 though. I'm gonna be a little scared. I'm gonna be a little cautious. I'm taking minus 3. So I'm gonna take Ohio State minus 3. I think they win. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna just destroy Indiana. I think they're gonna show why they're the most dominant team in the country. That's what I'm saying. I think Indiana's gonna like hold up. This game's a little lot harder than we expect the other teams were. So, give me Ohio State by 3. Yeah, that's all I want this one. Just give me that. Let's move to the last game because this is done for that one. And last game is going to be Duke and Virginia. The most what the hell game is going to happen here? Like, what do we even do in this one? Where right there. It is currently Virginia 3 to half at 7.5. If Duke somehow wins this game, the shenanigans that will happen with the playoff committee will just be hilarious because we have to figure out what to do because Duke is going to be a 8-5 conference champion. They're not going to make the playoffs, obviously. They're just not. They're done because they won't be the highest ranked champion. Only the 5 top conference champions make the thing, and the other 4, SEC, Big 10, Big 12 will all 3 be in. Hell, they'll put the damn Pac-12 in before they put the ACC in, probably. They might put the Sun Belt in. Who knows? But man, you can throw on Duke, though. That's the problem. You can really throw on Duke. You can't throw on Virginia. I know this is like, okay, well, what if Duke wins? I'm taking Virginia. Let's keep it real. Look at the numbers. Duke is the second worst third down defense in the country in the last 3 games. Of all the teams, UMass is one of those teams. They're probably 136. I'm not sure, but I'm taking Virginia. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Virginia minus, and then it's what, 3.5? You keep trying to get me on these hooks. I'm buying the hook every time. I don't care. That's 3 straight games of all the hook because they're trying to get you. Nope, nope, nope. I'm going for the common sense play. I'm sure, yeah, Duke's okay. Good job, Duke. They won 2 in a row. Nice, whatever. Don't care. I'm taking Virginia. That gives me 9 plays in this video. Are you cool? You cool with that? Now let's go back and see. I need my schedule. Yep, schedule. So once this is done, we go to next week. You know what next week is, right? Army Navy. That's it. I'm not going to do a video for this game. I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, yeah, it's a cool game. I get it. Top 5, top 3, maybe rivalry of sport in college football. I would say the game from Ohio State, Michigan, Iron Bowl, probably both equally as big. Depends on your background, your history. If you have family members in the military, this is probably might be number 1 for you. And if you're not a fan of one of those 2 teams, it's probably going to be number 1. So yeah, I'm not going to do a video though. I'll put the sheet out though once it gets ready. But other than that, no. And then the bowl season starts. The bowls will start on the 13th of December. We start getting our lovely bowl games, which we already have a couple. We already got Old Dominion, South Florida playing in Orlando, and in Missouri State and Arkansas State playing at the Ford Center at the Star, Frisco, Texas. Anyways, cool. I'm done. Appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know what you're doing. Are you playing, tailing, fading, whatever? Drop it in the comments. Other than that, go check out Better Bet. There it is. If you want the spreadsheets for all the sports, you want a typed out list, or you just want to come join the chat out with me and a bunch of people. I think they're doing soccer again today because they love them some daytime soccer parlays, I swear. So come check it out. I'll see you later. Peace.